It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay. Off your mic.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, my ego don't come. Ingo torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, my ego don't come, my people make we shout, my ego don't come, my ego don't come, man of the masses, my ego don't come, this one not the off in mind. And in the touchlight every corner. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar, just they get the higher power. Over naira. See them talk say, make we off mind. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you louder. My ego don't come. My people make we shout. My ego don't come. My ego don't come, man of the masses. My ego don't come. Politico, this one not day off in mind. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that my egun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say my egun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say, make we no talk. But thank God say, my ego don't come. So my people make you loud. My ego don't come. My people make you shout.
It's okay. Off your mic. It's okay.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo do.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Hello there.
Mayegun la wa mo la mo do.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun ti de o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun Live.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Bó bá ṣe àní Mayegun máa wí.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Mayegun diary.
Thank you so much for joining me. Read the caption of the broadcast. Invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends, and tell them that Mayegun today. Please share the broadcast.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ ṣe o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ dódódódó.
Mayegun diary, Mayegun number one.
Sorry for the late start.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Today,
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Mayegun ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Mayegun ti dé.
Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́.
Mayegun máa bí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Another interesting night as we wait for others to join us, right? You, as you are joining, like the broadcast, share it, read through so that you can know what we are talking about tonight. Thank you.
Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Ayé ẹ̀sùnra yìí. Máyégún ti gbé.
Motide. And yes, good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. It is Mayegun Live. Although we are starting tonight's broadcast on not so good news, but as some of you will be kind of shocked that Germany has confirmed that indeed they have 14,000 Nigerians ready to be deported back to Nigeria. Now, the story behind this, I mean, the one I've managed to gather, I'll tell you tonight. And if you are watching us from Germany, we would love it tonight, if the time permits, for you to call in and tell us, at least you are living there, that number of Nigerians can be in detention camps that Nigerians who are living in Germany will not know about it. Or maybe there is just never massive media attention on this. From my own findings, it has been a long time problem. In fact, the issue of deportation of Africans, European countries have been making deals with different African countries who are willing and ready to take back those who are identified as their citizens. So, Nigeria, is it true that Nigeria have 14,000 Nigerians about to be deported from Germany? Yes, it is true, and not completely true. From those who have information on this, few of them have managed to kind of sneak on and then ask you a few questions. They said, from time immemorial, that whenever Africans run foul of the law of the countries outside Africa, whenever they are caught to be deported, they usually claim to be Nigerians. But most of these kind of people, they have no identification on them, either during their arrest or throughout their trial, what have you. So the problem will now be if somebody from Ghana or people from other African countries claim to be from Nigeria. Is that a common thing? Yes, it is. And that is why most of these countries cannot just bundle you and take you to any country you claim if they didn't find any identification on you. So what they usually do is this. They would approach the country that you claim to come from. They will approach your embassy, ask them to identify you, and help them issue you a travel document. Now, that travel document not necessarily would be a passport. Do you get that? And that travel document is going to be the kind of an agreement on the part of your country that they are willing to accept you back. Do you understand? Yeah. So Germany has been facing a huge pushback from Nigeria since the Buhari's days. The recent push they made towards Nigeria to accept by, initially they said Germany then issued identification to these individuals who claim to be Nigerians seeking asylum or probably, facing deportation, kind of. So they were issued identification. Now, these identifications were issued by Germany, right? Believing that they are Nigerians, truly. But when it came to the point of, we want to deport some of them now, we are trying to deport social numbers, Nigeria will not issue travel documents. So, between the two countries, in March, they sent a delegation to go and talk to Buhari. They were even offering that they would attach aid, okay, that if Nigeria was willing to take at least 5,000 of these people, right, that they were willing to add aids, like, okay, we'll give you maybe 10 million euro to support girl child education, or we'll give you 50 million euro to support, you know what I mean, like, but just agree. So Nigeria, that is not willing to take them by issuing the travel document for them, did not cooperate with Germany. Their chancellor was in Nigeria about a week ago with very sizable delegation to meet with Tinubu. Now, when they met with him, from their own media report in Germany, they said when their chancellor met with Tinubu, Tinubu was making evasive remarks. He was not wholly agreeing to take these Nigerians. And the reason is because on the part of Nigeria, they don't believe 14,000 Nigerians are waiting to be deported from Germany. Now, how do you now differentiate them? Is for Nigeria to begin to interview these people. You know what I mean? Like, interview them. They will ask them questions that will make them know that, oh, you are Nigerian. And no, you are not. So that area of cooperation is what Germany is seeking. That will help them to prune down their planned deportation. And listen to me. Some people believe that, like I said, some believe they can't all be Nigerians. You get? And, others believe that whether they are Nigerians or not, if Germany have 14,000 Africans that they want to deport from their country, that may just be the beginning, okay? Because, Germany is in Europe, right? Europe is next to Africa. It has been facing the massive surge of immigrants crossing channels and crossing desert and the rest of that. And in that process, they are now kind of, Germany could be the start, and it could be something that will be the decade, especially now that, Nigeria, the supposed giant of Africa, is now faced with the bleak future in the hands of these rogues who have captured the country. So if they want to begin to empty their countries, Germany may actually be the start, and nobody is safe. Another clarion call by other people who feel like, listen. So they said that Tinubu is evasing it. And he said, if they can prove that they are Nigerians and they have done well, which means they have cooperated with German, this or that, and they are ready to be deported, Nigeria would take them. But the truth of the matter is that Nigeria does not want to take any deported Nigerians. Here is this. If Germany will need to ship 14,000 people to Nigeria for violating immigration laws of their country, it will take them about 55 to 60 aircraft. And I'm talking about massive passenger carrier, you know what I mean? Aircraft. It's going to be a huge expenses on their part, and they are willing to. So for those of you who are in Nigeria, of course, somebody told me about those who somehow, no, I'll start with this. There are some of you who who escaped from Nigeria, okay? And you know why you left. You know what you saw. Some of you sold your properties in what you called a japa. Of course, here you are. Some of you have managed to what? To bridge the gap of any limitation wherever you are. You are now comfortable. Some are not. But for you to have left Nigeria based on the economic rules, because of the criminals who are in charge of the place, you fear for your future. You want a better one, and you left Nigeria. After leaving Nigeria, you started claiming to love Nigeria from abroad by defending the same criminals that prompted your japa in the first place. I was so surprised that in this same UK, we have people that cannot go back to Nigeria, not because they don't want to, but simply because, number one, once they leave, they can never come back to this country. But yet, the same fear of going back to Nigeria that they fear so much is exactly this. The people who are the source of that fear are the same people they are defending, where they are currently hiding. Now, with Germany, we don't know the whole story of all the 14,000 people. Like I have said before, somebody told me something. You know what they said? They said there was this guy. There are many. There's this particular guy. Okay. When you are doing your charade election, APC, egbekegbe, and they were flying their religious card, Muslim ticket, what do you call it? Their tribal card, my Lagos, not your Lagos. What do you call it? Yoruba Ronu and all of that stuff. Go back to your Biafra and all those things, right? When they were doing all of that, this guy was actively involved. But you know something? He was also planning his japa from that country. So eventually, he jackpot. So he's currently in the UK. So he ran away, knowing what was coming. And right now, he will be taking pictures, sending it on social media, and telling you he's probably planning to have a better life, showing that to those who are still trapped in that contraption, claiming to love Nigeria from abroad. And there are many like that, sowing the seed of religious division, tribal division, and every division they can to ensure that these criminals are in charge of your Nigeria today. Meanwhile, while they were doing that, they were planning to japa to leave Nigeria. Do you see that hypocrisy? Yeah, that is just on the side. But just so you know, we can wake up tomorrow here in the UK, where it has always been a source of political campaigns. I have lived here for nearly 12 years, right? So I can tell you, immigration, because there are other African countries, right? That Germany, and their Chancellor, they have met. Those who have taken 200, 300, 150, or the smaller numbers. But now that of Nigeria, 14,000 shattered the whole room. We can wake up tomorrow in the UK, yeah, where the country with the massive immigration in the UK are the Asians. But guess those that are mostly the primary and easy targets, Africans. And when you say Africans, Nigerians. We can wake up tomorrow, all of our way, and give different kind of visas without any real plan. But you needed to japa from a country you said was working, but you are planning to move yourself and your family to Canada, to America, to UK, and all over the world to japa. But when people talk about the reason why you have to call out and ensure that the system that allows the criminals to be in charge of Nigeria, the best of Nigeria are outside Nigeria. The worst of Nigeria are those in charge of Nigeria. This is affecting everyone, including yourself, but you live in denial. We can wake up tomorrow and they will tell all of you, you no longer have any visa here. Yeah. You know, it's so rainy now. There are so many jackpots right now. In their hundreds of thousands and tens of millions as we speak. Different countries are making a kill in Nigeria through Nigeria's economic woes. Do you get that? So if Germany, for some reason, decided that 14,000 Nigerians in their country violated their immigration law and all of that, well. There's another one who is also a very, what do you call it? They call them the Ronu Nazis, the fascists, the ones that, if you are not for Kolu, you understand? You are either Omoali or you should what? Go back to Biafra. In that same one Nigeria. That one too was shouting there. And now he's being tracked. You know what happened? He also was applying to Japa, but his own Japa is visiting visa. He got to the country and he started calling people. Sorry, how can I get dependent visa? How can I get, you know what I mean? Now, he didn't want to go back to that Nigeria. The same Nigeria that APC, egbekegbe, has made great, and it's going to be great because we exposing the criminals, putting that and keeping that in your subconscious mind. They said now our wish is the reason why Nigeria is not working, not because of what those criminals are doing. So as you are planning to sell your properties, I advise you to sit down and think well. Sell your properties to Japa because majority of you are going to Jakpada, not because you want to, but because they don't want you. And it's going to get worse. So their papers are now saying Germany is currently at a dilemma, a crossroad. They don't know what to do because they cannot just bring in people into Nigeria and dump them. Tinubu and APC, they announced to the people and they said the German Chancellor came to Nigeria to come and discuss power solution, to come and discuss extractive industry, how they are going to extract Nigeria natural resources, and Nigeria is going to make $780 billion annually from Germany. Really? Meanwhile, they only came to come and see if Kolu is going to play game. And they confirmed that today. So how that is probably going to end is yet to be seen. But you need to know. Germany is not giving us full disclosure. They are not giving full disclosure. And I bet since this is now getting kind of more attention, you are going to get more. But 14,000 Nigerians rounded up. They have been given ID card. Some of them may be watching my video right now. from that Germany, because they are not like they lock them up in a place. In this country, once they take your fingerprints and they give you ID, say asylum card, they will tell you to start, to come, so to be signing every day. You'll be going there every day. There's going to be a center. You go there, you sign, okay, every week. In fact, they may even be giving you money. Yes, they will be giving you welfare. They will give you a house to stay. You will have a card to collect money every week and every month to pay for anything you want. And they will tell you your case is still being determined. Some of these people, they have lawyers. They believe that their cases are still pending. But meanwhile, Germany has already rounded them up. One day you will just have to go and sign. You will not go back home. Yes, it happened to somebody I know here. And maybe I should tell you, before you do your japa, look at the world politics. Look at the state of the world today. Before you decide to sell your properties, move your family to anywhere in the world, think of where the world is going to be in the next 5 years. Where is Nigeria going to be in the next 5 years? Where the options see. Before your japa, turn to japada. A very close friend back then, I didn't have any papers myself. Like I wasn't official resident of the UK at the time. I just came from Nigeria with my visiting visa. And I met this guy. He's been he's a relative of a diplomat. He came to this country as a student with a diplomatic connection, and a diplomat working here from Poland to the UK. You get that? So he was like a diplomat, kind of a relative himself. Then their diplomat relative got sacked. It was a political appointment, a job that came, a job from a political appointment, So he was on his own. Then what happened? He was living illegally here. But something happened. It wasn't because they kind of stopped him or did any, or no, he didn't kind of commit any crime. He was drunk. Then he peed in the open. And the police saw him as drunk. And they were like, hey, you can't pee there. So they decided to kind of put him in a taxi. Because that peeing in public like that is just about 60 pounds. It's a fine. You get fined 50 pounds or 60 pounds. But he was drunk. Then he became kind of unruly and arguing and all that. He was drunk. So the police was then trying to help him to get a taxi. Tell us your address. Tell us your address. And he couldn't pronounce his address. That means he was dead drunk. So what did they do? They had to, for his own safety, they put him in their van. So putting him in their van, he considered that they were arresting him. So he went more violent and all of that. So they reported that as he was being violent, but they couldn't get his name or his address. So they put him in their cell. So it was when they put him in their cell, right? So before they put him in their cell, they got his wallet. And then that's when they got his name. Somehow, when my friend woke up the following morning, the immigration were the one who woke him up. And they just said, we have some questions for you. That was his journey to deportation camp. But he had a chance, you could go to courts and all of that stuff and fight it. That is what their system does in this country or in this part of the world. They will allow you to fight it. But when it is political, while you are fighting it, they will just remove the rug under your foot. And that's it. So my friend was fighting his case, and before we know it, that was the moment I met him. So before we knew it, right, they gave him a card. He started trying to claim asylum and all of that stuff. They gave him a card. And myself, that was kind of like, hustling here and there then at the time. He was collecting money. And to us, that's it. Maybe, maybe God wanted you to be arrested and then open the, we just felt like that. We thought it was going to be like, one day he went there to sign. He had to go there every week to sign that he's still there, he's still in the country and all of that stuff. One day he went, and that's the end of it. That was the end of it. So as you are watching this video as well, right? The people we are talking about in Germany, they are like normal people who probably didn't commit any crime other than, as they said, violated their immigration status. Many of you who left Nigeria as students under Bokuwari to escape Nigeria, and you found yourself in Germany, you have finished your education, and then transferring transferring to a resident or whatever. I don't know the rule. I'm just trying to imagine what could be the issue here. Because 14,000 Nigerians can be criminals in Germany, and it won't be a worldwide thing right now. That okay, 14,000 that's impossible. So to those of you who escaped from Nigeria, hiding somewhere right now, trying to regularize yourself, and even in that state, you are still supporting the criminals in Nigeria. Now look at it. You are going to get caught up. Nobody is going to escape this. That you have left Nigeria and Nigeria didn't leave you, you could get caught in all of this. Including those who are even innocent. Or I'm talking to those of you who left Nigeria because of what you saw as the weapon fashioned against you, against your future. And then you escaped. Now you are in a place that is safer, where you can cool your head and plan your life. And you are still there, using the little you have to propagate the support for the criminals in Nigeria. You see, karma will catch up with you too. And it's just unfortunate that when the evil people are being punished, so we read, innocents can also share in it, unfortunately. And to those of you who are watching me from Germany, like I said, we would love to hear from you, because it is so huge and Nigeria is not interested. No. And going forward, I have said this many times, and I have been proven right many times. But because Nigeria and Nigerians, majority of them are emotional wreck. Some says Nigerians, and then the majority of Nigerians, they don't have emotional intelligence. And if you say that to them, because they are educated, or they have big vocabulary, or they can speak big grammars and English, trust me. But majority of them lack emotional intelligence. Some of them, the moment you are having an intelligent conversation, they will quickly, from nowhere, drop God inside it to water it down and quickly digress. And if you dare try, say, leave God out of it, you are going to see the other side. Unfortunately. Therefore, the Stockholm syndrome, which everyone believes that Nigerians are suffering from generation to generation, that no matter how much hardship they face in the hands of a group of rogues, they will always have a place to forgive them and adjust to any other hardship. Trust me, that is also a very correct statement. But Stockholm syndrome or not Stockholm syndrome, when you feel the shaggy of Nigeria,
There is no amount of grammar. There is no amount of bulababala blue that is going to change white to blue or blue to white. Even if they try to bleach it, there is no way if it don't happen to you. Nigeria is a place that we kind of agree that it is a crime scene, a place that the people have been conquered and then forced to submission, unfortunately. Nigeria, that now that you have those who have captured your country, I said that they cannot conduct elections. It's not a coincidence. It is intentional. So if they call elections, if you don't have bulletproof body or 2 lives, you should not delve into their war they call election. And it is going to keep getting worse and worse. It's war. And they believe if you don't have the mind, don't join us. Dog eat dog, kind of. And Nigerians themselves as well, a lot of them have grown insensitive or desensitized from some things that will shut countries down, except Nigeria. 25 people killed. Another 25 people. 3 policemen have been killed and over 20 people have been slaughtered in Kogi when the police brought in DSS and police brought hammer tank to the house of the opposition candidates. You see, that's one thing about this issue of Kogi. Kogi is not easy. Desensitized Nigerians. That is Yeye Bello's place now. We all know that Yeye Bello is a madman. Anybody that want to contest against Yeye Bello's candidate in Kogi, they must be strong. Desensitized Nigerians. But they just killed 20 people. I know. If it is that guy too, himself go do him. But Nigerian politics is not easy. These are the people who are victims of the same. Nigeria politics is not easy. A place where criminals are harming themselves. Cultists, murderers are recruiting young people. They are giving them guns to gain power. And then when they gain the power, they abandon the people because they never voted for them. You see that same people that they have abandoned, it thrills them. It don't. During the 2023 charade that they called elections, in Kogi State, for example, Yeye Bello, who is the governor, the one that failed to use the resources of Kogi people for Kogi State for the Kogi people. You know what he did on the day of election? He brought in 2 excavators. And they started digging the main roads, the 2 main roads to a constituency. And guess what he said? He said they needed to dig the road to prevent the invasion of a Fulani terrorist on the day of election, just to make sure that the electoral materials never gets to the location. At the same time, if they manage to get there, they never get out. He now mounted different thugs along the route on the day of elections. INEC still declared the results, even though the lady went to court and he eventually won in court and he's been sworn in as a senator now. But that's happened. That is an election in Nigeria. In Nigeria, when they cried out that they are having an election, which is actually war, they will tell you, we are drafting 50,000 policemen, 40,000 soldiers, 20,000 DSS and civil defense. It's an election. And initially you would think they were sending those security men to prevent the politically armed thugs from stopping people from exercising their rights, their franchise. But a lot of Nigerians, at least those who still have their brains intact, they have come to agree with us that it was all just charade. When you see truck or trucks of military coming to your place during elections, they are not coming to protect you. They are coming to protect the riggers, their thugs with their guns, and then to prevent you from stopping them. That means when you notice they are rigging you, the expected thing to do is to run to the soldiers. Or what do you do, or what do you say when the soldiers themselves are the ones who are guiding the terrorists that are burning your ballot papers? Ballot papers will be destroyed. Ballot boxes will be burnt. INEC will see announced results from those places, and they will tell them to go to courts. 3 days ago, Yeye Bello, who is the outgoing governor of Kogi, has appointed this guy as his own successor. Take a look.
We want to assure you that I am a good man of the world. I am a married woman. I am responsible.
I want women and youth to come out in mass, to vote in mass. And I appreciate the Almighty Allah to making this cause possible to us today.
That's the husband, Ododo. That's the wife. The two that Yeye Bello will hand over Kogi State to. But they say, God, we won't bless you. It no go stress you. People who are coming to make your life better, they won't take the lives of the people. So here is the story. I'm still going to Imo State too. And by Yelsau, the story is the same. People are campaigning. Everybody is, you see crowd everywhere. We will challenge them, we will beat them, we will do this or that, as if to say they will. They know, or they don't know they won't. Abi? Because of Stockholm syndrome. The same Hyeneki is the one conducting this war. And they know you can all go to court and end there. But killing people, killing the policemen, here is the story. They have 3 major political parties that have presented candidates in Kogi State. APC, PDP, SDP. Now, SDP and APC, they were together before these elections. They were supposed to be friends. They were in the same APC before the guy moved to SDP, since Yeye Bello already had his anointed candidate, Ododo. So, for PDP, that is Keneri Dino. And I don't know how true this is yet, but there is a report that Labour Party, they have endorsed Keneri Dino. So it is now 3-horse race. But Yeye Bello seems to be more interested in that SDP guy. So what happened? 2 nights ago, they said they received reports that some political thugs, they were in the house of the DG campaign. That is the Director General of their governorship campaign, SDP. They said DSS received reports that there were some political thugs doing a meeting at the DG campaign's house. So what did Dopemu Stupid Service, what did they do? DSS demobilized troop. They brought in armored tanky, armored personnel carrier, APC. You know that thing where they get long, you know now, where they use for war. Armored personnel carrier. They move them, they move tank, they move everybody, and they move straight to the DG's house. Baba, bo. Before they know it, 3 policemen attached to the SDP campaign. They don't lule. Police, DSS. They wanted to stop political thugs who are meeting. They brought armored tank. They killed 3 policemen on the spot and 20 other people, while others received different. They're having an election in they are having an election this week. The DG of a campaign is having a meeting. DSS said they received report that they are political thugs. They brought armored tanky, guns, everything, and they killed 20 people. Yesterday, I thought they killed about 5 people or more. 20. So if they say it's election and I say it is war, you say I am the one who is lying. So who is lying between us now? You take armored tank to elections? Take a look at this. So, like I said, whenever you see them bringing in soldiers, you will think they were bringing them, or they are bringing them to come and to come and bring peace. A lot of you have forgotten the ta-ta-ta. That if you do, you go do ta-ta-ta, like they will shoot you. And that's exactly what happened for Yeye Bello's second term. So look at this.
Soldier everywhere. See Ataba, soldier full everywhere. What you say they use better phone. See them now. Where did they stop? See them, the way they take close to me. From Beno.
I told you, Nigerians with a Stockholm syndrome, they are the ones who are going to record the soldiers. So I'll share the videos with you on Saturday. The same people are going to record the soldiers rigging the elections for these criminals. But it thrills them. Soldiers are here. Anybody that do anything, the soldiers will on Saturday, you better behave. At the end of the day, now the people go come they shout, where are the soldiers now? Where are the soldiers? Come and help us at Umu chicken. Now Umu chicken. Come and help us at the Umu chicken, oh. They are rigging us here, oh. The Nigerian soldier, please help us. You will see all the videos on Saturday. The same way they were crying in February 2023. But when you look at them and their campaigns, and you're like, what are you doing? They say, we cannot sit down. We need to fight. God damn it. Now, from them, let's start from these guys who have been experiencing this, right? I'm going to start with the SDP guy. Let's go to him.
All that is happening, we are not perturbed at all. We are in this race to liberate our state. I repeat, we are in this race to liberate our state. We will not be intimidated. We will not be forced into submission. And we know our people are ready to vote these characters out of power. Never again shall we have them. Amen. This commission, I pointed to the IG. This is a guy that is moving around with thought, a commission officer, moving around thought to attack innocent people, to kill innocent people, to maim innocent people. The guy is there now. Is the one superintendent of police Ojo, or Bafemi Ojo, is in the state, moving around. Okay, if you have a warrant to arrest somebody, the rest has police detail there. Are you not to disarm those police people? Telling them, okay, your principal is under arrest. You just storm the place like a criminal at night, and then next thing start shooting everywhere. Bring down the gate. Kill them as if they are criminal. A commission officer, an inspector of police. This is not Somalia. Mr. President has said that what he wants is a free and fair election. And we are seeing that it's not just what he's saying, it's been demonstrated. We are seeing what INEC is doing. We are seeing what the military are doing. Even the police, we've seen the deployment from Abuja, but the CP, Mr. Bertrand Onoha, has been contracted to get me eliminated. Himself and the director of DSS in Kogi State, Mr. Tosin, and the commander of NNS Lugard, Navy Commodore Julu. These three officers are the ones that are able to commission to get me eliminated between now and the election time. So I want you to tell the world, let the world know. This is the situation we are facing in Kogi State right now. I was billed to be in that house yesterday because I have a rally this morning in Ayamba. Because of because my people have moved in advance, because I was billed to sleep there, because that's where I normally sleep. And that's why they came this night. If you are coming to arrest somebody who is a criminal, are you not supposed to invite the person that you are wanted by the authority? There was nothing like that. They invade the house like criminal and then start shooting. With ammo tank. With Commander Akeleze. Is Akeleze the chief law enforcement officer of the state? What is his own role? This guy has killed no less than 30 people in Kogi State. As I'm talking to you now, more than 40 people are missing in Central. As a result of the activities of this Mr. Akeleze. Is that kind of democracy we want? What? The candidate of the Social Democratic Party for this weekend election would have been assassinated by adult force thugs and policemen who invaded the residence of my DG, the DG of my campaign, Sheikh Jibril Ibrahim. The sole purpose of assassinating me in the course of the attack, which lasted for almost 2 hours, between 5 a.m. and 7 a.m. this morning, of which 3 policemen officially attached to the residence and the DG were killed. The 3 policemen were killed by the adult thugs led by Commander Akeleze of the Nigerian Navy. This arrangement is being coordinated by the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Bertrand Onoha, the Commander of the Nigerian Navy, Navy Commodore Ajulu, and the Director of DSS, Mr. Tosin. These are the killer squad of Yaya Bello in Kogi State. And with these people in Kogi State for this election, I doubt if we'll have a peaceful election. So we are here today to talk to you as a gentleman of the press, to help us echo what has happened. As I'm talking to you now, over 20 people are confirmed dead. And we don't know where their bodies are. They killed these people, shot them, and took their dead body away. And they are parading some people in Lokoja CID command now that they are thugs. Among those that are parading is the DG New Media of my campaign, Mr. I.D. Ijele, who contested as senator of Kogi East in the last general election. So I'm calling on the press that Mr. Bertrand Onoha, the Commissioner of Police in Kogi State, and Mr. Tosin, the Director of DSS in Kogi State, and Navy Commodore Ajulu are the people behind this arrangement. And their intention is to get me eliminated. And I'm aware of the contract between them and Yaya Bello. We are calling on the federal government. I'm calling on the Mr. President to please come to our aid. What we want in Kogi State is a peaceful election. Election is not war.
No. Stop deluding yourself. And stop calling Tinubu. You see, this is part of the delusion. Hypocrisy. They are all in Nigeria. How could anybody be calling on Tinubu to stop Yaya Bello from violence and be saying that Tinubu wanted free and fair? Tinubu is your president today because of free and fair? Hypocrisy, ojuaye, nonsense. He's lucky that they didn't kill him. If he was there, as he said, they will kill him. Those people that are alive, they will parade them as criminals. That is Nigeria modus operandi. They will do it to Yaya Bello. They will do the same thing to him if the person who has the upper hand see him as a threat. That is the country you have. Eliminate him. Navy, soldier, they are like high-ranking officers, so they will sit down and permutate violence. And these are people to be entrusted with public trust to do the right thing. So why are you all pretending that, come on, it happens, right? It happens by the coordination of those who are highly ranking the system. And since the system allows it and so rotten, you don't have a country. If you are looking for the textbook definition of state capture, this is it. That is a candidate of an election saying that over 20 people were killed, slaughtered, including policemen, their own policemen, collateral damage. Wait for it. Police may declare the guy wanted before Friday. Nigeria. They will say he's trying to tarnish the image of Nigeria police. He's trying to tarnish they will declare him wanted. And guess those he mentioned? Nothing is going to happen to them. Some of them will get promotion. Inside that same system, then you see them, you say, Yami, do you know how many of their life they've given to Nigeria? Mayegun, do you know what it takes to be a general? Do you know what it takes to be a naval commodore? Don't let your hatred for Nigeria make you not appreciate people. You are talking about people who grew up in the criminal system. They play now. Those who have done terrible, terrible things that have all contributed to where you have Nigeria today. They are highly decorated. They never fought any war, but they are generals. 3-star general, 5-star general. They continue to go to their tailors to sew for them different stars. Black, red, gold, green, yellow, blue. They put them on their shoulders everywhere. They put rope under them. But guess what? They have never fought any single war or prevented any sort of economic attack or external or internal attack in Nigeria. They've done nothing because they have always been the weapon fashioned against you. Naval officer coordinating rigging election, including killing people. Listen to this guy too.
Rest you people today. Thank you. Issue that comes overnight. Somebody was a candidate in the last election for senatorial election and it was screened by the DSS. There was no record that this person who is trying to contest is a terrorist and should be disqualified. There was no such thing. Today, after 2, 3, 4 months, the person has become a terrorist. Now, if you want to make an arrest of an individual whom you tag an outlaw, you don't go there to fight. Do you go there to shoot guns? No. More so, these individuals have Nigerian police protection. So you come there to the house and kill people and kill the policemen. Is this in the interest of Nigeria? It's certainly not. It's in the interest of their master, Alhaji Yaya Bello, who believes that by all means he must establish a dynasty in Kogi State. That is not possible. We are a determined people. The guns they have prepared will kill and be tired because their gun would fail them with time and with the determination of the people of Kogi State. We are not going to be discouraged. We are not going to be weakened. We are not going to chicken out at all. We shall stand our ground. We are going to vote. We are going to protect our votes. It is on this note I want to call on all Kogais. Wherever you are, the more of this thing, the ladder we will become. The more of it, the stronger we are going to be. The more of it, the greater our victory. Yes. All that they are doing is in favor of our rising. Yes. And definitely, as the Lord liveth, come November 11, we shall be declared governor of Kogi State.
I mean, that was a good speech. Abi, now, let's say the Kogi people now rise, okay, face all these criminals, did all of what they have to do, you know, in the rain, in the sun, and they decided to go out and, you know, to reject them. Then, after they kill the ones they will kill, injure the ones they will injure, the job is now left for INEC, who already have the results. Here you get. Now, all these people who put in all the effort, all of that will now be jeopardized, all come to nothing by just some criminals who are authorized to announce the election winners. And if you are not comfortable, go to courts. That is Nigeria. Somebody said, oh, what about Dino? Where is Dino? Okay, here is Dino.
Happy to be here today. At the same time, very, very sad.
Hey, hang on.
Happy to be here today. At the same time, very, very sad. I am sad because I do not expect that a state where there is government, a state where there has been government, Basa local government is over 40 years old. I am surprised that after over 40 years, there is no significant development in Basa land. This is painful. This is unacceptable. This is very, very annoying. I feel so sad that a local government as old as Basa, this local government, Basa local government, is older than Kogi State. And yet, it is undeveloped. This is outrageous satanic wickedness. This is not acceptable before God and is not acceptable before man. The neglect is painful. But I want to say to you tonight, let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe in Dino Melaye. Weeping may tarry till night, but joy cometh in the morning. I want to assure the people of Basa, by the grace of the Almighty God, that the Egyptians you see today, very, very soon, you will see them no more. I want to promise the people of Basa that I will not neglect you. I will not leave you unattended to. This is a catastrophe. Honestly speaking, we have every one of us to blame. Everybody who has been part of governance in Kogi State, we have to say shame to ourselves. We have to say shame to ourselves that any part of this state will be in this state is unacceptable. But there is hope. By the grace of God, there is hope. The people of Basa, Kogi State is in trouble. We are in the evil forest. People have been sacked for no reason. I want to tell the people of Kogi State, within 3 months in office, everybody that has been unjustly sacked by this administration, my government will make sure that they get back into the civil service of Kogi State. We will restore them. Pay pensions, our government will pay gratuity, our promotions will be cash back, and more importantly, I want to assure you that local government administration will be taken back to the local people. The issue of percentage salary will come to end. The issue of no pension will come to an end. I assure you by the grace of God that Kogi State will be a new Jerusalem, will be a new Mecca. We will make sure by the grace of God that we attend to this your deplorable road. It is not, no matter what it is, even if it means going to borrow, we will borrow and make sure that this road is motorable. There can be no meaningful development without transportation. It is wicked.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian. It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
It is Canary Dino. If I leave him, he's going to continue to sing and all of that stuff. But he actually did the presser too, right? Where he said that Yeye Bello is coming after his life and all of that stuff. I'm like, Woma dirao, iku pa eniyen, you know that kind of, right? Now let's go to Imo State, where hopeless Uzodegba or Uzodejo, the Supreme Court governor of Owerri, seems to be battling or fighting the toughest battle of his life. This is a man that has been bombing his own people. I don't think that would be shocking to some of you if you have been following, right? Hopeless Uzodinjo, the supposed retired 419, who gained power through the technicality of what's that guy's name again? Dababalawo Ife. Tanko technicality, Babalawo Ife. The former Supreme Court John GC of Nigeria, who imposed somebody who came forth in an election as the winner of election. And since then, like Tinubu, hopeless Uzodingba has been battling with legitimacy. If you should be one of, if you should be one of those that publicly rejected or rebuked
hopeless Uzodingba, then go bomb your village that weekend. And they won't stop bombing until hopeless is satisfied. From Olu to Ozu to so many parts of Imo State today, in some instance, because he wanted to take the land of some people in a particular local government area, hopeless Uzodingba invited the Nigerian military to start dropping bomb on that community. They said they were looking for IPOB. And you know why they marked them? Those people went to public that hopeless Uzodingba already marked, thousands of acres of land that he said the government is going to take. And they discovered that hopeless Uzodingba was planning to start the Ruga in Imo State. The community, if you are watching me from Imo State, please remind me of the name of that community, because it's not Olu, it's not Osu, it is another one. The indigenous people of that community now protested, and the media covered it. 4 days after that, Nigerian military started looking for IPOB ESN in that community, and they started dropping Izombe, God bless you, Izombe. They started dropping bomb on them, Ohaji, Egbema, so many places. So for different reasons, the guy that has been bombing them, suddenly, those who have witnessed all of this, after probably being paid or threatened or bullied, some of them, including some churches, they started endorsing him, but it is not working. Now the entire Imo State is about to face some uncertain future, especially in the coming days, not even on the day of the elections, okay? Like the people of Kogi State, they are also tired. They believe they can fight him. They believe that if there is free and fair, hopeless Uzodingba was never their governor, was never voted for. If they have a chance to chase him, this will be it. If INEC will let them. So they are not leaving or giving room to chances too. I mean, Obi was even there. Was this yesterday? They won't let him speak, because I mean, it's the guy they voted for, remember? And a lot of them who are there saw him as their president, a booster, sort of an electional booster for the candidate of Labour Party, who was almost killed in that same Imo State 3 days ago by Ebubeagu, hired by hopeless Uzodingba. Do you know that hopeless Uzodijo the Supreme Court governor of Owerri, who has failed to pay his workers and has been bombing his own people. Somebody said, Mayegun bomb with a question mark. Yes, bomb. I told you, if not because Nigerians have been desensitized, like they have no, you know what I mean? Like everybody is so cold to some of these horrible things that these guys are doing. Some of them, when you hear them, you just be like, is that possible? Did that happen truly? Of course it happened. 3 days after the people of Izombe protested, I covered it, I reported it too. That hopeless or Dijo want to give their land. They said government needed the land, and they said the land is going to be given to the Fulanis. What do you want to use that amount of land for in that community? You are not telling them. And they protested that you can't take their land without compensation. No compensation, no nothing. And they asked the government to please help them and call the governor to order. 3 days later, Nigerian Air Force, Nigerian military, and the rest of their criminal gang, they invaded Izombe. They were dropping bomb on mud houses with aged people, old people, young people, women. I've told you that I said I couldn't share some of the videos here, the atrocities of these criminals. And if I did, we probably won't have Mayegun's Diary Politico anymore. I would have violated so many what do you call it, platform regulation or whatever rules, what they call it. I couldn't share some of the videos with you. And guess what the media said? The media said Nigeria military had a successful operation in flushing out IPOB from Izombe, ordered by Hope Uzodimma, the supposed governor, all because of their land, is on record. Same thing in Olu. Same thing in Ozu, using the cover of we are looking for IPOB, and their media is reporting that. So if you don't think they actually bombed people, I don't know where you have been living, under the rock or somewhere else, right? No? The people of Imo State, the people of Imo State, especially those who are prominent among them, are worried and concerned. The violence is too much. I mean, Hopeless Uzodijo as a killer squad that I have been telling you about. This killer squad is a mixture of Nigeria police, Nigeria, what do you call, they are Ebubeagu. You know those SARS, murderous gang of the police. And you know the saddest thing? This killer squad, they are called the Tiger Base. If they come for you in Imo State and they tell you that we are from Tiger Base, if they take any member of your family, just know that you may never see them again. There is no court, there's no trial, there is no nothing. The moment they sense that you are a threat to Hope Uzodimma, they will come for you. And once they take you, that is it. In Nigeria, all because of power. And guess who is the head of that killer squad? Is simply called Ola. My own Yoruba brother somewhere there doing the bidding of a supposed retired 419er who has now turned to all for power. So, if you want to exist in Imo State and you don't want to be roped into anything, you better just either shut your mouth or for your own insurance, begin to sing the praises of Hopeless Uzodimma. Like the people of Kogi State, I have seen the enthusiasm in the people of Imo State. I I have seen their readiness if they are given a chance. But snap out of it and stop your wishful thinking and come to reality. Because there is nothing free fear in a system called Nigeria. Trust me. Oyeka Owenu has a message because she is also concerned. The God that want to bless you, not supposed to stress you. And if there's too much, anybody we won't bless you, we won't make your life better. Not supposed to stress you. These ones are criminals. And they are acting exactly what we call state capture. Some say some are calling it impunity. You have a clue. Onyeka.
My name is Adamazi Onyeka Onwenu. I'm from Arondizogo in Imo State. My state used to be one of the most peaceful, joyous, happy, hospitable places you could visit in the country. But that's no longer so. Now our streets are filled with blood. Our communities, our farmlands are decimated. Our youths are leaving. In a few days, November 11 to be exact, we will go to the polls to choose a new governor or re-elect a sitting governor. I thank everyone who has come out for their courage to do so, to rescue Imo State. All I want to say at this point is, for those in power and those in control, let there be peace. Enough of the bloodshed, enough of the killings, the kidnapping, the burning of houses and property. Enough of the threats, the intimidation, the harassment, the inducements, the bribery, the corruption. Enough for just the ambition of some people. Please remember that you do not own life. God does. Imo State will survive. Imo State will thrive. The world is watching. We have all it takes. May God help us. But enough is enough.
The legendary Onyeka Adama Owenu. Owenu. That's our own to tell all of you what it is like and why are the young people running for their lives, running away for their lives in the hand of a supposed governor who was supposed to keep them safe and prosperous, turn them to praise singers, turn them to armed thugs, and turn them to local terrorists, all for power, diminishing your state, bombing your people, intimidating them, bullying them, in fact, killing them. Well, she said enough is enough, like the people are ready. I have another clip, kind of. I'll share.
His Excellency, our
as it should be if they would let them vote. But you know they won't. You see, when I talk like this, some people feel uncomfortable. You get what I mean? Like when I say things like that, oh, but it's not going to happen. They are like, but let us try and be positive. Okay? Let us encourage. I'm like, you don't get it. There's no amount of emotional sort of juice you want to pour into it. No matter how good they look, you cannot ignore the reality. And if you don't accept it now, you will finally realize it and you will accept it. And I know from my own experience, they don't start an event. They always come after an event. And I know. I wish I could have done it that way, Sha. It's always after an event. So when somebody like me says, this is what will happen, even when you think doing it is also to, no. You can't continue doing the same thing again and again and then believe that maybe someday, one day, it's going to switch. That's not right. It's called a gamble. And it's always very, very clear when they are processing the rigging and, kind of preparing them. People always fight. And I'm like, well, even when you fight, participating in a charade legitimizes it. So when they rig you out and you complain, even when the rigging is obvious, they will tell you that it is because you are a sore loser who does not want to accept losing. Do you understand? Do you know do you know the psychological sort of a torture that is? You did not lose. You were cheated. And people are telling you it's because you are a bad loser. Do you know how that feels? Why would you want to put yourself in that? Or put yourself through that? That's the question I always ask myself. When people say, hey, Mayegun, don't talk like that. People need to. I'm like, you don't get it. That because you have to do something doesn't mean that you have to keep doing wrong thing. That same energy that you want to channel into doing election, that same energy can be channeled into mobilizing yourselves and say, we don't want any election anymore if this kind of rot still exists. Why is that difficult for people to actually try? I'm sorry if you don't kind of feel good about that. But these are the things I ask myself, like, why are you always kind of afraid to say no? Why do you always think that maybe something will change in the future so that then you can? It doesn't work that way. Let's do it their way. And let's do it their way. That's how they do. We know that is how they do it, But what do you want us to do now, What do you want us to do? If you say we should not contest election now, they will appoint themselves. Let them appoint themselves. That should be enough reason to mobilize. The same way you are mobilizing yourself for election is the same way you can mobilize yourself and tell people we are not participating in election anymore. Yes, we are Labour Party. Yes, we are PDP, but we are no longer participating in election anymore. We are mobilizing Nigerians to say until That trashy book called the 1999 Constitution is burnt in public. It's completely burned in public. Nobody's participating in anything. And any government they put in place through that 1999 Constitution is illegal. Let them do it. Why are you afraid of trying that? Why can't people kind of adopt that? Those of you where we want save one Nigeria. Why do you want to participate in election? You know they are going to shoot you. You know they are going to attack you. You know they are going to rig you. Then you still want to participate, hoping that they won't do that. I mean, I'm sorry, if you feel like I'm not being reasonable. It's okay. Mobilize yourselves and say you want, and then you sit where they are plotting it, and you are fighting, and you begin to scream. The world is seeing us, the world is watching us, the world come to our aid, God, the world come and help us, Nigeria, you know what that's. I mean, can't that? I mean, because I could keep going on like a ventilating like that. I mean, and the word will continue to elude me. Share you get. Take a look at this. In that same Imo State, where all political parties were called to come and sign peace accord. Peace accord do we will sign? You want to have election, you design peace accord. And yet, on the day of your election, all of the armed thugs, they are going to be displaying their guns publicly. Abba. They can't see me everybody off camera. Why should we off camera? Oh, please, Digba. What are you up to? Man, take it to that hall. They call up political parties. Let's see what happened.
I think we will plead with the media. I know you are participants, you are part of this meeting, but I think at this point, if you please excuse us with the camera, just sit down and participate. Let's go to the business of the day.
There's nothing secret about what we're doing. There's absolutely nothing secret about what we're doing. Don't do that, please.
The media, please.
No.
You are.
No. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what
the media has to cover everything we're doing here. Why would you want the media to cover?
The media will cover what you are doing. We are not running a civil society. This is about elections.
Why do you want the media to cover?
What are you hiding? If that is a sign that there's something wrong, why are you watching out the media?
Why are you watching out the media? In a free society?
In a free society, in an election.
Why are you watching out the media?
In an election.
We are here to take orders and you can election. And the media don't take orders.
You cannot do that.
And the media don't take orders. And the media don't take orders.
And the main race are here so that they know what
and the media don't take orders.
Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
And the media don't take orders.
Let's see what will happen here. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
And the media don't take orders.
Enough is enough. I am happy the nine race are here to see what's happening. Enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Why are Africans always screaming? Are they deaf? That's what Oyibo usually ask me. Well, usually, not all the time. Sometimes, you know, when they want to, you know, Oyibos are always nosy, right? You know, you're just there trying to munch your food, your semo and egusi. And Oyibo will begin to ask you to explain. What's that one? Sorry. Can I have a taste? Yeah, sure you can. And you begin to analyze. You see, egusi is a kind of Nigerian food, right? That we mix up with, you know, this semo is it's like the match, you know, that stuff. Oyibo, they always they nosy. And sometimes they will be like, why are Africans always screaming when they talk? You know, when you see Africans, 3, 4, even when they are just 2, and they are just talking about football, about things, and they will be screaming at the top of their lungs, like, are Africans deaf? I'm like, now your papa deaf. You see? Normal, we just believe that we get coconut head, very thick skull, that sometimes when we no repeat ourselves, you know what I mean? If the voice no strong, okay, we don't believe you understand the point we are making. I mean, somebody made a joke and he said, when you see Nigerians, right, when they are talking, I am the one talking, oh. Yeah. The person who is listening, in order to show that he agrees with me, right, he will say, I'm telling you. I'll be like, Baba, now me they talk, no be you they talk. Which one is you are telling me? I'm the one who is talking. Just say, oh yeah, I agree. Or, that's true. Kind of agree. Which one is, you see, Baba, you see that Nigeria, that country. If I tell you, say, can you call? If you see, you say, then the next person who is listening to me, the next thing is going to say that, oh no, Baba, I'm telling you. Say, Baba, you are not telling me anything. I'm the one with it. I'm the one talking. You are just listening. So that's who we are. Kind of. I don't know if it's a bad thing or if it's a good thing. Sure you get. So if we notice that you are just talking gently, they say it's a gentleman. That one no serious, Jerry. They say, Baba, did you go to that? Did you come to service? For example, they say, did you come to service last? Why did you not come to service last night? Say, I know I don't attend that kind of a service, Jerry. That guy is boring because he talks quietly, softly. But you see the one that is shouting, everybody, yeah, wake up. Oh yeah, 3 jumps up, and you know that kind of thing. They believe that you are serious. I'm just giving you those expressions like that. Why are we always screaming? Are we deaf? No, we are not deaf. We can hear you loud and clear. Even when you speak, we can hear you. But how come when you talk to yourself, you scream? It's to let the other person know, say we are very serious. And if this thing is not sorted, it can lead to anything. We can change them anytime. And when you hear us screaming and shouting at ourselves, most of the time, we are not fighting. That's another. I think that is the curiosity of the Oyinbos. Like sometimes when they hear us talking, they think we are arguing, okay, or we are fighting, only to get inside and begin to see us laughing again. And then, you know what I mean, picking an off and not like that. Sure you get. But you see this particular one inside the Owerri Town Hall, people who are about to be cheated, they have to scream at the top of their lungs because in the next 3 days, they may not have that voice anymore to scream what is about to happen to them. And some of them, one of them was saying that Nigeria is a free society, it's a free country. Are you being serious now? Are you being serious? Like, that was what I was asking myself. Like, is he being serious? Here is another part of it. Sorry. You get that? And he first took his breath to recover his breath for the first one, okay? Then, when it's all right, he continued. Sorry, I needed to give you that warning before, but I didn't. Again.
What's the sense of telling the media to go out? Why invite the media? At this point in time, what is the meeting? This is the meeting now. They are about to enter and you're asking the media to leave the hall. Who does that? You invited the media, you're asking the media to leave the hall. At the heat of the meeting, who does that? It's not possible, it's not going to happen. What are you hiding from the public?
By tomorrow, they may parade some of them as terrorists. The people who want to destroy Imo State. Nigeria police will arrest some of them and parade them as terrorists. Now you go call, they say, that is our party secretary. He's not a terrorist. You know, he's a terrorist. No, that's the DG, director of Shut Up Your Mouth. Police said he is. That's how messed up Nigeria is. And you have to take that. Despite all of that, right? You have to take that in and believe that these criminals are also going to come and fix that state or work for the people. War, you know, a serious one. But like I said, you see that voice, you see that rage and all of that. You are going to see something similar like to that or worse on Saturday. Amy, my report, I'm going to report it. We're going to all see it here on Mayegun's Diary Political. You will see all the rigging. You will shout, they don't rig our mother. That's it. Go to court is what they are going to tell you. Abi? And that's what came to my mind. When they say, if you no agree, go to court, go to court. I don't know if I don't know if that is applicable to this guy. Oh. Have you seen the video of that Terry G begging Tinubu people to pay him for the work he did for them before inauguration when he set up his Pakpangolo in Abuja for the Abuja Alimajiris and then the imported Lagos Abobakus into Abuja before, to entertain them. He's now saying they didn't pay him and they should not force him to begin to mention names. Oh. If the person who collected the money, although he's going to leave them in the hand of God, but before the end of the video, he said, don't let me mention names. Somebody should call me now. There are so many people expecting calls from Tinubu. And that is why for you to get anything from them now, you need to learn how to twerk. Have you met Yule Doche? You. He is the son of Peter Doche. You know Peter Doche? Right. His son, who was supposed to... man. Anyway, among those people that have been unraveled under Tinubu, Yule Doche is one of them. He's been twerking. Since the last time Cash TVist Deji said Asari Doku Dump, Abidoku Pigi, was twerking too much for Tinubu, I haven't seen Asari to twerk again since then. No. So, when Terry G made that video, I was like, she Terry G lele. Now Terry G be this. I said, now Terry G, oh God. Since I've really, you know what I mean? I was kind of, until he said he's Terry G, I was, okay, he's Terry G total. Emma Jeo Gunlowo, but Terry G, you cannot threaten or bully or use this way to get money from APC. Egbekegbe, you have to learn how to twerk and join the queue. And if you can't do that, you would have to go to court. That is it. But here is Terry G pleading with APC. Pay me.
Yeah, hello fellow Nigerians. My name is Terry G, popularly known as Apako Master, Ginger, the only spiritual bell master, Naka. Alright, this one is a serious matter. Trust me, this is not be bling matter, this will not be packaging matter. It's a very serious matter. It's concerning what I posted earlier on about the people owing me for the previous work I did for APC. Yes. See me, I know they talk too much. I know be portable. My matter has short talk. I beg, not gonna try to understand. Yes, it's very, very true. I beg, man. Me, I know the hustler, we go hustle and person not go pay me my money. I did this work. I have proof. There are videos out there. I did this campaign for Daddy. Daddy don't pay these people. We pay we're supposed to pay us our money. Make them give me my own money. Not be child's play. I don't know how many states I went to, and my way is supposed to come out. You understand? Me, I don't go to have somebody to up my money now. It's not possible now. Do you understand? Meanwhile, this is one first video we me the post now. Me don't do too much because it's the pour for basket. I beg whoever is involved before I start mentioning name, call me or send me message now. Me, I don't go call anybody again. I don't call on tire. Call me now because that money no go. Another year, APC campaign, we win. Thank God, Baba na winner. And my son, what we pray for? I beg whoever deals my money, may pay me my money.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please, forget it.
Terry G, this platform where you they call daddy, your daddy no they read social media anymore. If you want to drop names, begin to drop names now. If you are very sure that daddy don't pay them, you better drop names. Because daddy know they use social media. You heard him there. Because we abuse the hell out of him. He's not lying. And all of us that he said we are abusing the hell out of him, we are not abusing him. We are calling him his real name and calling him out on his real crimes. He is a coward that is not bold enough to face Nigerians and tell them the truth. A coward hiding behind many faces. We are not abusing him. We are exposing him. And exposing criminals in Nigeria is not allowed. They will say you should respect culture, respect his age, as if to say, foolish people know they grow old. Criminals know they grow old. So somebody will be career criminal when they were in their teens or in their 20s, because they can't be that career criminal for all their lives. So because they don't turn 80 now, we have to begin to say Uncle Armed Robber, Grandpa Baron. It's a Grandpa Baron, Grandpa Dealer. How should you respect criminals? Because do you think age gives immunity over crime money? What are you telling your children? What are you actually teaching your children? Tell me. That crime pay. That they should grow up and become Bokuwari, Emefiole, and the gang of those who plunge Nigeria economy into what it is today. Is that what you tell your children? That's one year. Anyway, we know Nigeria is a crime scene. I told all of you, Emefiole is going to be given the treatment of Dasuki. Emefiole is like Dasuki Gate Part 2. The same playbook. The only difference now is that Dasuki collected billions from central bank that is shared to all of those who participated in that bazaar, including Bokuwari, that received $300,000 and 500 million naira worth of bulletproof SUVs. They sent him to. Remember when they said he escaped assassination in Kaduna before the 2015 elections? Office of Dasuki, NSA. You know what they did? They gave Bokuwari $300,000 cash to overhaul his house and every other thing that he needed to put up security. Okay, and around him. They were to provide him more security as well. Then they provided him another 2 brand new SUV bulletproof cars. Bokuwari who collected that from Dasuki believed that Dasuki spent more. So they arrested him and they started pointing fingers and they started picking people up who were PDP then, Abi. Then Dasuki, who was supposed to be in jail, Dasuki, they do naming ceremony. He was there for 6 years, so by the way. Yeah, I think it was there for 6 years. Dasuki. He was in jail. In wife de Gebele. I think he gave birth to 2 kids in that prison. When they were done with him, when they were able to recover whatever they could get from those Dasuki gave money to, and they shared it among themselves, they just let him go without any charges. I said, Emefiole owned. He was the one in charge of the whole bank. So when Dasuki was out, Emefiole, that was supposed to also go to jail that time, Emefiole was spared so that he could teach Bokwari and gang how he's been doing it for PDP. This time around, though, there was no law that was not broken. Now, Emefiole arrested for the economic woes of Nigeria. Emefiole, that they arrested him, Nigeria economy already tanked. This is a huge economic crime, and he didn't do it alone. Sure, you know, Emefiole worked with Bokwari's family, Bokwari's ministers and the rest of them, senators, state governors, royal fathers. It was like a network of gang up to deplete Nigeria and destroy Nigeria. But it was only Emefiole they picked. And that was done by by Tinubu. I said it was Tinubu to see how much they can get from Emefiole. Somebody who ruined the Nigeria economy. They were charging him for possession of shakabula. You know what is a shakabula? Then gun. All those the guns that you will have to put powder. You have to do like this, cha 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 cha. Then you have to, once you shoot, once you fire it, bah, you will see smoke everywhere. And then you have to go back and put powder again. So you have to wait for the gun to cool down. Then you have to, pour the powder again, gunpowder, and you shake it, and then you fire again. That was the shakabula they said they found in the house of the central bank governor of Nigeria. Tinubu couldn't sack him without the approval of the Senate. So they managed to get what to be sure of what they could get from him. Because if they were to really probe Emefiole, Bokwari would be in jail. Aisha Ashishe Bokwari would be in jail. All of their children, they will be languishing in Kuje prison right now. Not just that, 99% of everybody that work with Bokwari will be in jail, including Isale Barack Obama, Ajangbadi, Albert Einstein, Fashola. This one too, this Ubima, Judas Iscariot, Rotifmi, Amochi. Now, they will be in jail with what the economic crime they committed against Nigeria. But Tinubu is not is not keeping Emefiole because of Nigeria. Let's see how much we can get from him too. And I think they've gotten whatever they want to get. Nobody is going to be prosecuted, not even Dangote, that Emefiole handed over 3.8 billion US dollars, which actually featured. It featured in Tinubu's investigation of Emefiole. But the intention is not to probe Emefiole and let him pay for his crime, because asking Emefiole to pay for his crime in a corrupt state-captured Nigeria, as it is right now, it's going to be a Pandora box. Emir gonna they go handcuff Emir. It go shock you. And because they don't want to do that or bring the whole house on them, bring the whole house down on them, on themselves, right? They don't finally allow the EFCC to release Emefiole after the court judgment. Well, have you seen what Emefiole look like now? It's a tiny picture that I couldn't really Bowden. See him. That is the man that Bokwari and APC, egbekegbe, used in plunging Nigeria into everlasting poverty and generational indebtedness. Nigeria is in debt that Nigeria will have to pay back for the next 100 years. Look at him. He is now so strong. And people, Nigerians, they are already feeling sorry for him. Some people are already feeling sorry for him. Read the comment. I mean, Mayegun, you are right. They are punishing him alone. The others, that's what I'm saying. But what's your point? They shouldn't do that to him. He shouldn't have been punished, Abi. They shouldn't have done this to Abi. Back gates.
You don't pass another place. Go for.
Chicken, no? That is it. That is it.
And you're also involved.
Yes, that's why we have to go with you. It was released to us. Now what I'm doing? No, we is entering Bukaska. We now drive on Kakashima. No.
Raise your voice very well. Now him, now see him here.
I will stamp you passport. You will pay me 300 million. 8 copies. Sit down, enter the car.
That the guy actually wanted to be the president of Nigeria in APC. And now it seems that he's alone. No, he's not alone. Okay, he knows what is kind of involved in, and it's going to be like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. It will be. So don't feel sorry for Emefiole. Because part of the problems he created, the change of Naira and the confusion that caused is rearing its ugly heads again now. There is already Naira panic. That is already starting because initially, when Tinubu came in, he said you could spend the old Naira and new Naira together until December. El Rufaya, the Kaduna little finger, is nowhere to be found today. You know the role he played, right? So the Central Bank of Nigeria had to put a word out today that people should stop the panic withdrawal, that the old Naira and the new Naira will continue to coexist in the confused contraption called Nigeria. How do you live through that? It must be really, really tough. I know. I mean, even where people felt like they have exercised their right to choose their own leaders, right? Then you still have the Nigerian court to deal with, where the highest bidder is the true winner. When it is convenient for them, they will say their law says. When it is not, they will tell you, don't teach them their job. Now, the people of Jos seems to be seeing the handwriting on the wall. They elected 4 PDP National Assembly members, and in a single stroke and a single day, the appeal court removed all of them and replaced them with APC, egbekegbe, and look at them on the streets. This is wrong. This is so bad.
We need justice. We need justice.
You cannot even tell them to go to court. Because now the court just did them bad there. But there's nothing they can do. So I was probably going to add one or two more things, but maybe I should take calls so that we can have a chat about your own reactions to this. Okay, so I am going to go on a short break, and it's going to be for like 2 minutes. You can use that chance, even if you have to leave. Like the broadcast, okay? And you can also subscribe onto my channel right now if you haven't done that already. When I get back, I will take calls. But let me pray for you.
Oshoni, Ajeni, Elebologun ni, Amaniseni ni, Afaimaniseni ni, wọ́n á fi yín sílẹ̀.
So yep. Thank you very much for that. And indeed, like I said, the line will be opened. And if you want to be part of it, you would need to sort of call that number on your the one that is scrolling on your screen, and it is WhatsApp call, by the way. Okay, give me a sec.
I think what he was saying is just the fear of defeat. And I want to let you know that I was born and brought up in Kogi State. I schooled in Kogi State and have been in the service of Kogi State for over 7 years as Auditor General for local government. That brought me into close and direct contact with the people at the grassroots, at financial level for development. As I'm talking to you, I don't have APC in Kogi State, doesn't have any opposition. There are no match. What we are just waiting for is the day for us to announce our victory.
That's it. Very confident. That is that Ododo guy. But I'll take this. Yeah. Angono. I think I muted that. Hello there.
Hello, my good general.
The Prince Judgeman.
Baba, hello.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you?
I'm here. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, respect to Temple of Truth.
Thanks so much, Baba.
I greet everybody in the house. Yeah, Baba, thank you for the wonderful work again you are doing. Yeah, message is going far. I tell you, a lot of people are calling me, telling me that they hear my ego, and I'm happy about that.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, you see, our people are in the quagmire of the political leaders. This Jagabandit train, But one thing I believe is that freedom will surely come. If you believe you can achieve it. You see, one thing I want to talk about is a place that most people don't, they call it no-go area. You know that, as they say, democracy is for the people and for the people, and how did they describe it?
The people, by the people, and for the people.
Exactly. That means including the Supreme Court, including their judgment, everything that the way ended is the people that gave them the power. Even this is the power of the people that put up the Supreme Court,
as it should be,
and the politicians together. So now that everything they failed the people. The people, what they gonna do is to take necessary action. But you see, my ego, the people that we are facing is not even the politicians. The power of the politicians are the soldiers and the police that are guiding them. I believe so.
That's so.
You see, I told you the other day, I said on this platform the other day that this time around, what is needed is not just revolution. It's rebellion with a revolution put together. Only that will solve this problem. Revolution and rebellion put together. There's a guy that spoke the other day, said if he's going to fight for his freedom in Nigeria, he must make sure that he's armed. You get what I'm saying? So this thing I'm saying is included. I know everybody is hearing, both the army, both the DSS. Everybody are inside this bondage. It's no longer a news that the president of Nigeria is a former drug lord. It's no longer a news. There is a certificate forger.
There is no amount of bullying that is going to change that.
It cannot change. The leopard sport can never change. It's like a leopard sport. You get what I mean? So what I'm saying, my own concern is that our problem is the army. They are the one that wrote the constitution. Let us not forget. They are the one that wrote the constitution. The constitution that gave these people power. I know that when the politician came in, they saw that constitution. They know that it's a degree. It's not democratic. That's a constitution that they are using in Nigeria. It's not democratic. But when they came in and they saw that the constitution will help them to promote their impunity, over the people, they continue to use it today. They don't care of doing anything about that constitution. One government will come, Obasanjo come and go. till we get to Buhari, the dead one and the impostor. With that one pass, and now here we are now. That's the same constitution is the reason why Nigeria is having a drug law and a certificate for as a president. You know, everybody go home abroad is suffering about this matter now. So what I'm suggesting to everybody, including the armed forces, including the civilians, everybody must take their destiny. They shouldn't be for the civilians alone. Those that are carrying gun, they are ready to. They must come into the rebellion. And those that are not carrying gun, they come out with a revolution. That is the only solution. No, if not so, we all are going to die one day. Both home and abroad, we are not safe in this matter.
Now that Germany is sending 14,000, maybe we'll wake up in London, UK, and they'll say they want to send 50,000. And yeah,
it is loading now. It is loading because when Germany talk their own now, all of them are Europe now. Before you know it, they will say America don't talk their own. Before you know it, UK will talk their own. And we are all, if they say everybody go, and we are going back to this mess called Nigeria. You understand? So how is it gonna be?
There's no way there won't be an implosion. Imagine all of the world deport, let's say for example, 1 million Nigerians from all over the world. So many people do you think that Nigeria will contain all of now if that happen?
I'm telling you, from airport, the wahala go start from airport. You know?
Imagine they bring in, like in a space of 1 week, they bring in, let's say 50 aircraft every day, and they send like 10 to Abuja, 10 to Lagos, 10 to Port Harcourt, 10 to Enugu, 10 to Kano, and send everybody everywhere. You know, maybe not there go self we go. Well, anyway, it's like imagination won't kill me now. But it's scary.
No, not true they talk. No be na reality they talk. No be imagination, Baba. You know what we are saying is reality, and we are seeing it is happening. You get what I mean? So that is how it's gonna be. Yeah, Baba. Thank you so much.
Thank you too. Thank you very much for that as always. Okay. So here is the one that I was gonna share with you, even though it's not really new. You've known that they will get what they want anyway. So Tinubu has signed the 2023 supplementary budget of 2.17 trillion. By the way, sorry, my caller, I'm getting there for me for a sec. I'll show you. He got everything he wanted. His wife's car, his own yacht, his what do you call it? His presidential villa, maintenance, money, cars, and all of that, including his cash transfer of 600 billion naira, which they said they want to share to the poorest Nigerians. He got everything, and it is just the beginning. You get that? And the look, the smile on his face, the look on his face, right? Hello there, my caller.
My Gundi General. Senior man, how you
doing, Baba? How you say?
Baba, your boy did fine. Maybe small thing. Person just a day addicted to it. Somebody just there addicted to your program anyhow.
I've told you, even though I'm addicted to my ego, it's very political. Don't let it. So if you feel addicted, don't think it's anything wrong. Even me, because if I'm not here, right, I feel somehow sort of useless for the rest of the night. I can't wait to go to bed, and I just found out I'm not really doing much. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm so tired, I'm not going live tonight. Then at the end of the day, I'll be sitting down there. I'm like gonna be like, I feel worse than. I could have gone live and just stayed there and just do 1 hour, 2 hours, and I'll feel better. So don't feel bad if you feel addicted to this platform, okay? I am also
I'm telling
addicted.
you, I'm enjoying it. It's a good addiction. I'm enjoying this.
You know,
because of you, I started following Nigerian politics. I swear. Because of you, my eye got open. My eye got open. Like you are just showing me things from different corners of Nigeria. What has happened in the
you
past?
get
What
just go from north to south to west to east to there. Within 3 hours.
This evening at the time my guy say, this your work where you do, maybe small thing. People think that maybe small thing they do. The kind of information you get for it. The kind of information we get for it. Ha.
So imagine if I don't get chance to actually share them. If you don't see my video on top social media of a guy that don't run a Shoko, and everybody will be feeling sorry for me, like, that guy must be very intelligent too. When he speaks, but he don't go now street they see him for UK now, when they talk to himself about, you know what I mean? So which means I also need a place to free everything with the inside before I you get that?
Before you go, you don't know.
You know, we all need a place to actually like sort of blow steam. Sure you get, or else Nigeria issue can suddenly cause a depression that even your GP may not be able to explain what is wrong with you.
You go just divest. You go just divest. You go just divest, Baba. You go just divest. So you waiting with this. Waiting with this. You know? Baba, you get one thing I want to talk. More need to talk enough. You see this Peter Obimo this so. If you touch this man, for me, I just my mind. Anytime I
How you see him? Go on.
I say, may this man just keep quiet, because if they touch this man, this Nigeria they be like Ogede, we don't override. They no go move for Amu. Still show what they like say the fight for ordinary citizens. Our federal government will go illegally put for detention. Show what the fight go carry. So they go carry lawyers. Go pay lawyers so they go fight for the people that case.
About them
they go win case
inside the courtroom. You forgot that DSS. Where they hold on like say the way they won't grab them. You remember?
Baba, see if they catch over there again, nobody go rise up their head. That's Baba, nobody go rise up. And I am supposed to look at that say, if you try this with Arabo, they go burn down the whole place. Even our northerners they did there. If you carry one person like say then they follow for back, they don't burn you well. But the rest of Nigeria, the other side, they just deal wow. You see, just tire me. Shoot down everywhere. If they shoot one person today, the rest people go inside house the next day. You don't finish with that.
You get, and everybody go come they complain.
Everybody go come they complain.
These people are like, we will come out, they will shoot us, and because they don't want to be shot, you see?
It is they come like bread and butter. And I want to escape them. Now go fight my way out. If you can't jackpot, then shut down that country. Maybe if you call if you ask you what make you no one go back your country, then say I get what there. If you can't go shut down the country, suffer waiting the benefit there.
Get
Baba, see, I say if I just there, I just watch you. So kind time, anger go just enter my belly.
I know.
Anger.
And you know that every once in a while that you feel that anger, and Mayegun's diary political continue to remind you of the reasons for that anger, you are actually a waiting soldier yourself. And we are many. You are not alone. Do you know what people said? They said, even though for those who want their own country out of Nigeria, sure you get, let's break up, let's restructure. Everybody, we shall not want this current Nigeria, yeah? They said, anytime we say they talk about Nigeria and you just get so angry, it simply means you still have some feeling for this Nigeria before it explodes, that if they can do one last right thing for everybody to go their separate way peacefully, once that is completely out of the table, Baba, when all of these angers are going to be combined, it may be totally out of control. And nobody knows whether it's going. So when you are angry, when you think deeper and you're so angry, it's a good thing too. Keep it in there. I will continue to water it. One day, that anger in millions of us, Baba, it go move something, and it is soon.
No more. Ha. No shaking, Baba.
Anyway, thanks so much.
My guy, you remember that where they carry you go where you don't know that day.
You remember that? I mean, I do now. I mean, I would probably would love him to say but well, it seems that I've spoken to the whole room there now. So
I would have loved to say a lot because if I try to call you on my own now, I might not be able to get you before the show is
would you
over.
use this chance there, right? Would you quickly use the slot?
Yeah. So I'll rather exactly. They say how do they talk about a bed at hand is better than
it's
than
not just better, it's more valuable than 1,000 birds on the trees, Baba. This one don't be your hand. Anything you want to do now, because Baba, you are right.
But back in the days, it used to be half bread is better than puff puff. But this period where you see puff puff by, where you see puff puff by, because the other day I was checking a bag of rice as at the year 1998 was 2,500 for 10 kg or 20 kg a bag of rice as at 2005. Or 50 kg, yes, that's what we eat in Nigeria. 50 kg. Yeah, the normal size, 50 kg. It used to be 2,500. Then before 2014, it became 25,000. And now, as Christmas is coming up, I'm hearing that rice is already 60-something thousand now.
Make I quickly take you back a little step, because there are figures you are dropping. They are very important. Okay, you see, in 1999. If you Google this, that's exactly what you're going to get to. Okay. In 1999, a 50 kg bag of rice was 1,750 naira. And it's actually going to be a really, really good quality imported. Remember that. Now,
foreign rice, in 2000, foreign rice, so Nigerians will understand.
Foreign rice, so not just Nigeria. This one like quality, you go buy for that price. Now, in 2014, right? A bag of rice was 7,500 naira. See how 2015 looked like 1970. Do you see how it sounds? When we talk about 2015 now, it's like we are talking about 1999 or we are talking about 1980. And it's just 8 years ago. 7,500 naira was for a 50 kg bag of rice. It started changing, right? It started changing by December 2015. You see, Baba, by 2017, that was when the 25,000 per bag reigned for a while. Now it's 60-something thousand. It's so important so that people will know how bad things have quickly snowballed and changed.
Because people are not really taking, like, when these things are happening, people know that things are bad, but they don't understand the gravity or like how bad that it has got. Like, it don't be like person way buy not be more way buy banana for market. When the banana don't turn black, say again as you go take open and you go see side where see strong.
Where you gonna look for side where they okay, we're not too soggy. I get that.
We're not too soft. You go just from there bite cut. Then the rest we don't soft. You go throw away. As Nigeria they now no side where you feed from bite, and it's like it is very bad.
Banana.
It is like a rotten banana that there is nothing to take. There is nothing to take away. He don't even pass the level where you say you go use a make it.
You never reason them like this, they don't destroy the naira. We all seen it, and we know how it happened, right? Then they started planning to borrow money to back the naira. Then they would deny. Then they would agree. Then they would deny. Now doing this back and forth, back flip, and the rest of that on the naira. Now, in 6 months, nobody say this guy they've invested any meaningful investment in Nigeria economy, infrastructure, or anything. But the news have reported more of them pampering themselves. Then an average Nigerian who have never seen this guy invested any real money in Nigeria economy, they were now hoping that the Naira will begin to gain muscle. With what? Viagra? Abi what? Eh? You don't get what I mean? Now you they use rotten banana example now, and I'm trying to let you say, okay, see, we have seen the situation as it is, and the same Nigerians who have not seen any real investment suddenly want Nigeria to carry muscle and all that. Now it's no longer carrying muscle now, because listen, Naira crashed, Abi dollar crashed, or bag of fries no reduced price. Which kind of economy be that, my brother? Voodoo economy.
That is for Nigeria. Anything will climb up for Nigeria, you know they come down. Rather they climb, they go. They step way in from the climb, they go. Nine, we no fit. We can never understand it. We can never understand.
You're not supposed to understand. Now people no one accept say this the consequence of the actions of these criminals, who are piling and stealing their money. It simply means that their economy, they see every penny they are stealing, either in dollar or in naira. Now people go pay them back through this inflation and all of that. So if people don't see it that way, the reason why we still get a long way to go be that.
That we have a very long way to go. It's just like I'm hearing about all this loan. You are borrowing money. You are borrowing money to spend. It's just like somebody that you go and meet someone now. Say, bro, Sabek, can you borrow me 1 million naira? Why use a go club? Make I go chop am. Because that's exactly what it is.
That's what they are doing.
But money
exactly.
that is not invested is lavish. You are throwing it away.
Now, when you ask for your 1 million naira, maybe the interest is 1.2 million. I have to pay back.
Exactly.
So when you ask for your 1.2 million,
to drink Azul in the club,
you get
and you are planning to get better. How can there is no way you can get better? You are instead of 1 million you are owing, now you are owing 1.2, and you don't even have it, and you have nothing to show for it, and you have no sort of business that will bring about that money that will give you a like income so that you'll be able to pay back the loan you have collected. Now they say that we have what do you call it? A refinery is not functioning, but you want to borrow 150 billion to use it and buy automobiles. Meanwhile, their same refinery does not even need up to half of that amount to start functioning. And from what I read in school, I heard that it is when you invest that you wait for returns.
That's right.
Somebody that is not doing business, you can't go to the market and be like, okay, you know, put markets for sale. You want to get money at the end of the day. You must be a criminal.
You want me shock you, right? If to say slave trade still day, if to say slave trade still day Nigeria will willingly sell many of us into slavery to make money.
A lot. All this corrupt people. Me self, I'll go back to Nigeria and start dealing in flesh.
Yeah.
I'll turn to America.
I mean,
I'll be America part 2.
Before they sell you, Abi, you self go sell somebody. Before they use you go use your head, Abi.
Before they sell me, I'll immediately sell them and use the money. If it's to use it and marry more wives,
you get
it will be more important to me than leaving these people where they are. I would rather marry more wives than allow these people useless me.
Sure, you get
with what they are doing.
Make you can't do. Make we can't do. We no go agree. We no go agree on top slave ship where they go Brazil.
It is so crazy. Just like one person here wanted to have a birthday party for a child of hers here in Germany. So what she did was write list. You know, you don't have money. You don't have money presently to do birthday, celebrate birthday for your child. What she did was write list and give to her friends and say, people should choose the ones you are going to do. You are celebrating birthday, you don't have money. You are planning.
So you are putting the burden on other people.
On other people, one cloth for 100 euro for a child that you don't have money to celebrate birthday. You are expecting someone else to buy. This is it's such a pity. Nigeria, we have a very long way to go, and I think with that, everybody knows what
they are saying, right? They say all of us know what we they do when we are ready and serious, right? We will fix ourselves. Everybody knows what they are doing, though. You know what I mean? But there will be a time that we will no longer be able to pretend or lie to ourselves anymore. Then we'll get serious. And when we are, the world will know.
They'll know we are serious. Yes. And all our prayer is that at the end of the day, may we and our children not be part of the sacrifices they are planning to do. They are going to use their own self and their family to do that sacrifice. And we will enjoy the fruit of that sacrifice.
Amen.
We will not follow inside.
Amen. No, because I mean, what can we say? See, Baba, thank you so much. You guys have made my night, honestly. And thank you very much for at least calling in. Okay, take it easy. Okay,
save our number. Please save our number so that
the problem be save, Baba. I don't get chance to save. You know why I don't get chance to save, right? The only thing that gives me a bit easier recognition of numbers is that if you don't change your profile picture, as time goes by, I'll begin to know that, oh, that's that person. It's easier for me that way. But I've got like over 42,000 missed calls and more than 10,000 unread messages on this phone. And you actually don't want me to open them. But please, if I'm very much lucky all the time and I get used to that, you know what I mean? Trust me, I can easily know that, yeah, that's them. You know, it's all random. But thank you. Anyway. Thank you very much.
Exactly. My good general, respect. Slap boots.
Nice one.
From Germany, slap boots.
God bless you.
Thank you.
You see, those are my guys from Germany. But I mean, they seems not to be too interested in updating us what exactly is happening to the 14,000 Nigerians being locked up there. And I think we missed that. Okay, here is another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, my Egun. Finally, I got you today.
Yes, finally. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm Austin from Germany.
That's Austin. Also from Austin. There's something, I don't know if I should say this publicly. Every time I get you on, you always come with this either American or Canadian number, but don't answer. But I just want you to know, okay? So, but how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty fine. I'm okay.
You are in Germany. Can I hear that?
Yeah, definitely. I'm in Germany.
You are in Germany right now. Okay,
I'm in Berlin to be precise. Yeah.
Oh, great. Now, it's good to have you on. Finally, like you said, Austin, please.
Yeah. Whenever I listen to your show, sometimes I try to be serious, but sometimes I laugh at it because the reason why I'm laughing at it because you are doing a very great work, but a lot of people in Nigeria, the people that you are fighting for, they are not serious about it. All of us, we are not really serious about Nigeria, and that is for the people that believe in one Nigeria. Someone like me doesn't believe in one Nigeria.
That makes
I know it will never work. Yeah, I know it will never work, no matter however anyone wants to preach to me. So, so people that always come with this narrative that to say, we are going to fix Nigeria, don't worry, you will see the handwork of God, all this blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I think either they are not normal or they are doing it intentionally. And all I have found out, all I have found out is that, sorry to say this, I'm going to sound wild, you know, I know a lot of people are going to
Austin, right? If what you're about to say is true, don't ever be sorry. Say it.
Yeah. No, definitely it's the truth. Every Nigerian, majority, let me say majority, have this criminal tendency. It is not all about the government only. The masses also. We are part of the problem. We are part of the whole issue. Yeah, we are part of the whole issue. Because if you check what Tinubu is doing now, the reason why Tinubu is getting supporters in Nigeria is because people that they have the same like mind like him. People that think like him, and they are in Nigeria, and the only place where such a thing can thrive is only in Nigeria. What is happening to Nigerians today can never happen in any part of the whole world. I was born in a French country. I was born in a French country. I have visited a lot of places in Africa. No matter how small they are, all these things that are happening in Nigeria can never happen there. Never. So now that you're talking about the election in Imo State, in Kogi, in Bias,
is that election or war?
Yeah.
What is new?
It is really war, and everybody knows it's war. And there is something important you said.
Yeah,
you said
to mute that audio behind you. By the way, it seems to be interfering.
No, somewhere. I have someone in my car that is talking, making calls.
I see. If you could pull up the windows, if that's possible. Anyway, let's use the time before we lose it again.
So, what I was saying is that people that are doing election preparation now, they know they are going to be killed. They know very well. They know they are going to be attacked, and they are doing the same issue. They are coming for the election. So, and So I don't know why they are doing that. If you come out, you'll be killed. If you come out, you'll be attacked. After all these things, the election will be rigged. And even when you go to court, you are not going to get justice. Then why are you participating? Why are you participating? So this comes to the word of Nnamdi Kanu that Nnamdi Kanu used to say, Nigeria is going to be jungle. Nigeria is a jungle. That's it. That Sudan, Somalia is going to be better than Nigeria. It's exactly what is going on. And people are taking it for granted. Yeah, and people are taking it for granted, and every day we are busy talking about the government. We are also the same. If we don't come out for their campaigns, who are they going to campaign to? Why are we coming out for the campaigns? Stay at home. Let them come with their family and their friends, and after that, they will go home. They will see nobody. They will go home. They will be discouraged. So the whole Nigerians, what Nigerians are doing is they are waiting. It's turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Turn by turn Nigeria Limited. Yeah, so I wait for my turn. When my turn comes, and you tell me, let's change Nigeria. How do you want us to change Nigeria? So break Nigeria, let everybody go their peaceful way. They don't want to do it, and the Nigerians are not fighting for it. So I'm telling you, the reason why Nigeria will not work again, but the second reason is because nobody believes in one Nigeria. Nobody.
In all true.
Forget all these things they are doing. Nobody, even the politicians, even the masses, none of them believe in one Nigeria, because take a common man, make him a local government chairman. He's not going there to work. He's going to amass wealth.
That's right.
That's what he's going to do. So if he believes in one Nigeria, why is he going to go there to amass wealth? So he doesn't believe in one Nigeria. All of us, we don't believe it. So why are we pretending? We are only pretending to say, Nigeria will be great by the special grace of God. What God, what God cannot do does not exist. But I thank God. I saw one video today, and I think that was British Embassy. It was like where they are making crusade. It was, I said, what is this? Even the people that are supporting Jagaban, everybody was running away. Yeah,
they want to run away.
Everybody's running away. Everybody wants to run away. Yeah, Nigeria is a mess where I don't know. I have a friend, and he's from also Lagos State. He's here in Berlin, and when we are talking about this issue, he told me he's supporting Tinubu, and I said why? He said Nigeria is already finished. Obi is part of the system. Obi is part of the system. So Tinubu is part of the system, and he's not going to leave his own brother to support Obi, because if Obi go there, he's going to do the same shit.
How do you
for him to do is to support his own brother?
Somebody like that who already made up is made on that bias level, even in Germany. Far away out of Nigeria.
Even
do you see
Germany.
the problem now, Austin?
Even in Germany.
Do you see the problem now, right? People who are educated, people who are well traveled, exposed. I'm talking about people who have lived in advanced countries. These people they were spewing ethnic slurs. They were promoting religious, ethnic division. These are people who are not in Nigeria. I mean, you can say you have a friend. You can say your friend may not be a millionaire, right? Austin, right? But you can tell how comfortable he is. He's exposed, educated.
Of course.
So when educated people, when you look at educated Nigerians, they are mostly the worst of every creature that you can think of. Talking about being honest here now. When people are not educated, you can say it's ignorance. Have you listened to educated people? and then you feel like you want to puke, and be like, did you just say that? I mean, I don't believe, you know what I mean? Have you felt that before?
Yeah. You have said what I keep on saying, that the most useless people I know in Nigeria is the ones that are educated. That's for me. That's my own opinion. Because have come across a lot of guys that are very, very educated. Yes. If they talk about, for example, politics, then you look back and say, who is talking? Are you the one talking? Because they never make sense. They never make sense. They never make any reasonable sense. Check all our professors in Nigeria, what they have brought to us. Check all our teachers. Check all our politicians that are sound educated, what they have brought to the table.
These are more valuable ingredient of the fabric of a country. Teachers, the quality of teachers, the quality of lecturers. But when lecturers are rigging election for thugs,
for thugs. For thugs, exactly, for thugs. So that is the problem of Nigeria. And Nigerians have never come to this point to know that there is nothing you put on table that will make Nigeria work. I did not support Obi, but I wanted him to win. One of the reasons why I wanted him to win is for Nigerians to see that there will be no remedy for Nigeria. That's the only reason I wanted him to win.
It is good intention.
Nowhere going. Nowhere. If you like, bring Jesus. He will never change Nigeria. Nigeria is stinkingly corrupt. And Nigeria was meant to be a company. It was a company. It's a company, still a company. It wasn't a business center. It's not a country. So anyone that is fighting for Nigeria is doing himself a harm. So since I've come to this point that I've removed my mind from Nigeria, I don't even think about Nigeria anymore. What I do is, however it comes, let it be. Because you can't change it. You cannot fight for what you did not create. Why are you fighting for it? The same reason now they are holding Nnamdi Kanu. The same reason many of them are talking. Now it is not favoring them. It is not favoring them. Everybody will come out and speak fire and say, yeah, we are look at the SDP the SDP candidate in Kogi State. They're saying, yeah, we are not going to accept it. He's supposed to say, I am not going to accept it, not we. When it is not favoring them, it comes to we.
Tinubu has ordered election. Tinubu has promised. I was like, stop it, man. Stop
exactly. Then they know the truth. They know the truth. Nigeria has been hijacked forever and ever, and nothing will stop it. Even the Tinubu regime will be the worst ever, more than Buhari. Buhari will look like a saint. Don't worry, it's coming very soon. It's coming very soon. A president that will go to borrow 2.7 trillion naira, however, 2.3 trillion naira, to furnish, to renovate his house, buy his wife car. Where is he investing the money? How do you want to pay the money back? So Nigerians are going to work hard to pay the money back, and absolutely nothing. So, and Nigerians, let them keep on dreaming, thinking that we are going to salvage Nigeria. Nobody will salvage Nigeria. Nigeria is gone, and forever is gone. Forever. No, anytime you wake up, you realize that Nigeria is finished. Nigeria is finished. There is nothing. This is what I was saying. This my brother in France, what is his name? Was attacking me and saying, why do I say that Nigeria cannot be great again? Nigeria cannot be great. Are you not saying it? They go and borrow money, they share. They go and borrow money, they share.
By wishing that Nigeria is great is what will make Nigeria great. If wishes were Austin, beggars will write.
Yeah.
You don't use wishes to build a country. You actually do the job, do the work. They are not.
Yeah. They are not doing the work. A country that find it difficult to pay you to pay you minimum wage, they pay you minimum wage 30,000 naira, and buying house and buying cars for 160 million naira. How do you want to compare that country? It doesn't look that like the policy is that we are human beings. No, they call you common Nigerians, and they are the real Nigerians. So, and they are people ordinary Nigerian.
It's a common man.
Yeah. And the people
common man, ordinary.
Yeah. Ordinary. And you keep on fighting for the same country. I told my friend today You guys are supporting Nigeria. I hope that you will be among the ones that Germany will deport. If Germany will deport you, because now they are serious about this issue. They are really serious about this.
At least,
Yeah. They are really serious about it. They are really very, very serious. Because if you see them to stand up and say, I went to meet Tinubu and said they want to deport 14,000. Before they say that, they have already done it. It has been concluded. So anyone they catch now, no matter however you try, you are going. And I told him today, hopefully they will catch you. And then you will go back and reap the fruits of your labor.
Listen to
exactly.
Austin, right? You saying, how dare you not even having any empathy or sympathy on the people living in Nigeria right now, going through hell. You are safe here, right? Now you can talk and tell them to endure. So if I now say they will take you back to that place so that you can go and enjoy the place, so I'm the evil person now, not you.
Because that's what it.
And you are encouraging the evil to continue. They will say you are the evil person.
To continue. No, the reason, the reason, there was one program you made one day. I can't remember the dates. That program was so much powerful but a lot of people did not comment on it. You were saying in that program that most of Nigerians that are here, the reason why they don't want you guys to come over here, you was narrating how you came to UK. The reason why a lot of people doesn't want you, people that are in Africa to come over here is because they want to leave you there so that whenever we come back, we that are in abroad, we want to show you how big we are, how big we have become, how the beautiful house we have, the big car we have, for you to wash our cars, for you to do this, for us to send you to errands. That's what Nigerian man believe. We believe in oppressing one another in one way or the other. It's not about being political. Exactly. This is where you see it in Nigeria. You will see in Nigeria when people are living in face you. The day she will drink direct with the children, nobody will see it. But any day she is going to eat chicken, she will bring the chicken outside and say, Neka, bring me this, let me cook this, hey, we are going to eat chicken today. Everybody are looking at it. So this is how Nigeria is. So that is the reason why a person like me said, break up Nigeria, let's go and manage our stupidity. Break it up. Let's go and manage our wickedness, because we are so wicked to humanity. This is Nigerians for you. It is not, a lot of people are not going to accept what I'm saying now, but that's the real truth.
A lot
Look
of people
at Nigerians.
they just don't feel comfortable being shared to the world. And the world knows, Austin. The world knows Nigeria.
Definitely. I met a German soldier. We had this conversation in my car for, I think, past 2 months. He told me, let him be honest with me, because he was in Abuja before. He lived in Abuja for 2 years. He told me, let me be honest with you. There will be no remedy for Nigeria. That's what he told me. He told me, if Western world say they don't know about what is going on in Nigeria, they are liars. All of them knows more than we Nigerians. That everybody is fighting in Nigeria to grab their own. A German soldier here in Germany, he told me that Western world knows what is going on in Nigeria. That everybody is fighting to grab their own
share before everything collapses.
To grab their own share before everything collapses, because Nigeria is finished. There is no remedy for Nigeria. If anyone wants to keep on living in illusion, let the person keep on living in illusion. It will never work. It won't.
Austin,
it won't.
You, honestly. I mean, I don't know how busy you have become lately, but it's so refreshing to hear from you again. Seriously.
No, I am online always. I keep on calling. Even yesterday I called, I couldn't get through.
No.
Every time I'm online always. Every time even when I'm not working, I'm working now, but I keep on listening to you. So because your word inspires me. I have been following you since 2010 or 2011 when you started earlier. So, and since then I've been constantly following you, and I've recommended you to a lot of guys, because when I see someone that speaks the truth, my spirit will accept it. So I tell you, I encourage you so much. Keep on doing what you are doing. But be careful of the charlatans. There are a lot of charlatans that will come to your comments.
I've become a veteran. You all watch me grow. You know what I mean? You remember those days 6, 7 years or so ago when people would tell me, my ego is okay, ignore them, continue talking, just continue. I have grown over time, and indeed, I know they will keep coming. You get that? And as people say, right, they said
Definitely,
it's only
definitely.
a fruitful tree, a tree that produces fruits, that receives more stick. Remember? So
Definitely,
I
definitely.
getting along, and I appreciate all your support sincerely. So thank you so much.
I have to tell you this. I have to tell you this. A lot of people are listening to you. A lot. Even the people that you don't even think that you can't even imagine. There is a place where I went where we used to talk, and when I talk about my, no, everybody knows you. And I said, how do you? We said, they said, we know why you've been for a long time. You think you are the only one that knows my age? I said, wow, in Germany here. So keep on your good work, my dear.
Thank you so much.
Definitely,
Justin, okay? Take it easy as well, right? Send me well to the family.
Thank you, my dear.
Nice one, sir.
Thank you.
That is Austin from Germany, one of the veterans on this platform who have always been very, very, very objective. And sometimes their take can be very controversial too. But when it comes to being blunt and being honest with how you feel about something, Austin is one of our great guys here. And I'm so happy to hear from him. And you see, our time is sort of coming to an end, but I'll take just one more call and then I call it a night, okay? I didn't start early and I apologize for that. But here is my caller. It's going to be a short one, okay? Hello there.
Hello, my brother.
Oh, my lady. How are you, ma?
Thank God. How are you too?
I am very well. Thanks for asking. So, yeah, you are the one I'm having tonight. I bet I'm going to overshot. Like, I wish it's going to be a quick one, but you know, but it's good to have you do, right? I mean, the first woman voice said tonight, which kind of blended now. So,
maybe,
please.
Thank you for the work you're doing, my brother. Thank you so much for the work you're doing.
Thank you so
much. You are
much,
not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for all of us.
Thank you.
You are the mouthpiece of every one of us. So the day they want to kill you, they should also look for everyone that have been contributing.
They should imagine what it's going to be like. I know, but until then, right? I would never stop talking. Go on.
I was so happy to see what's her name, the singer.
Our legendary Onyeka
Onwenu, warning them to be careful. And somehow, since yesterday, I've been tweeting to that governor. Because he goes about lying to people.
So much.
I went straight to his Twitter account. So I told him, why don't you tell the people what you have achieved for the first 4 years?
See?
So that they will now know whether you are whether you deserve another 4 years. You don't go telling them what you want to do. Because when even Buhari went to Imo State.
Yes.
I listened to the news. Buhari said it, I heard him say it, that he was disappointed when he got to Imo State. Because all the money he has been giving to Imo State, he didn't see anything they did with it. They only showed him one road like that, and that was it. Buhari was not happy. So, and this man, the 4 years, he has not made enough money. Now he's killing people now. Yeah. He has forgotten that Imo people have fought war before.
Yes, so.
He forgot that Imos are not afraid of. We don't believe in king, this like you have in Yoruba land. Imos don't believe that this person is my king. It's natural. Everybody is a king in Igbo land.
They said the Igbos are Republican in nature. Others say they are conservatives because their way of life, their documented traditional way of life, they value it so much that for somebody to kind of trample on that because you are a king.
To the general Igbo meeting, that person who is a cleaner somewhere, that person, are you hearing me?
I'm with you, man.
Who is a cleaner somewhere? He has the same power to speak like that person who is a managing director, an executive director, or what have you.
Or a billionaire somewhere too.
A millionaire. The boy will stand up to say something. And then if they say, but he said, look, I'm here for my family. He doesn't, whatever he is, it's not my problem. He doesn't feed me and my family. So don't tell me to stop. Are you telling me? This is how bold they are. So this,
I think that is one of the reasons why a lot of non-Igbos are pretty much like, I don't want to call it sort of jealous or envy, but it is something not good because they felt like the Igbos believe that he's a man to himself and is a man representing his household, and he would never bend for another man.
You cannot rule them from your own home. You cannot rule
their
the
consent.
man. You read your PhD and everything. There's a story I had in my village. A man that lived in America for so many years. Yeah, America. Newcastle here in UK. He came home with all his family, and there was this heavy rain. So he couldn't drive. The road was filled with water. So he called the young people on the street to come and help him on the road in the village. He said, Oga, we will obey you. We will push your car. But we cannot push your car with your children sitting inside the car. They should all come out and step inside that water. We are going to step in.
So.
I'm telling you. They said, we are not going to help you as long as your children, those children are as big as the ones he's begging on the street. But he thought his own children are clean.
I mean, they should be looked differently as privileged.
Sorry, Oga. If you want us to help you, all your children must step into this water. They should come out, and then we will now come and help you to push the car. Are you getting me?
I'm with you.
So this Imo State governor should not forget where he came from, because everything that has a beginning has an end.
Absolutely.
Even if he finishes and runs to any part of this world, Imo people are everywhere. They are everywhere. The impunity, I keep using the word impunity because that's what they are doing. Impunity they have. How can you be killing people? I also saw where they were talking something against journalists. Why? What is your problem? Everybody is now a goat because you are APC. Because you are taking order from somebody everybody knows that this guy is a criminal. It was not, nobody was proud in the past to be a friend of a criminal. Nobody. But they are now friends of
you are in trouble if you don't support criminals now. What is wrong with you? Why can't you just support them? What's your problem? Leave them alone, Jerry. So you say, no, I can't support them. They'll be like, what is are you a saint?
I wonder.
And you begin to say, oh my God, this wasn't how it was in the past. You know, this is how it was in the past.
There was
an
article I wrote a long time ago. I was wondering what the wives of these bad leaders do. Because every woman is the builder and the carer of her home.
They are mostly
no matter how powerful man is. I keep wondering what their wives do. Some wives will say, look, my dear, no matter what you are, we are not going to lock up our children in one room. They have to move out. Whatever you are doing, know that we have children. Because in future, those children will get it back.
That's right.
Nigerians are suffering. People are dying. And you are thinking that wealth and life is all about you. May God help you, my brother.
Amen.
I want to say.
Thank you so much, Ma. I mean, again, I am so happy that you didn't give up enough to not call in tonight, okay? So it's always an extra.
I tried twice.
I know.
Then I left. I have to take something for dinner, bread and so on.
Please.
Then I said, let me try.
Have you sorted that yet?
Yes.
Okay. Now you are going to go and enjoy that light, sort of a light dinner, ma'am. Okay.
No. I have.
Have you had it already?
You don't eat warm at this time, but if you're hungry, you can take bread and coffee or tea.
You know, like an appetizer. Just you don't want to eat and you don't want to go to bed without this. I mean, putting something.
No,
right?
then I take some fruits. You know.
I get that, man. So you take it easy too, so that I will see you tomorrow again. Okay. Thank you so much, man. All right. Good night. So that is our lady there. Now this is where we're going to draw the curtains, and to everyone who has been here all night, thank you. Those who are trying to call in and couldn't, I'm so sorry. Okay, it happens. If tonight is not yours, the next might be. That is if you are here. And how would you be here? You have to like the broadcast, okay? You have to subscribe and set your notification, okay? And you will never miss anything. Right? Thank you, everyone. I will see you some other time, like I said, okay? Take it easy. And be very careful, too. So good night from here.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Máyégún já wa sí.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Máyégún dáyàrí pòlítíkò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Máyégún dáyàrí láyé bí nọ́mbà wá.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí Facebook.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Lórí YouTube.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Aṣòfin ti ń rúfin o.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Máyégún máa wí.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Àyè.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
Ha! Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré, ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣàyè tú wọn síta.
Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù máyé ń ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n.